All right, so in this video, we're going to be looking at 8 Linux commands in the name of cd, mkdir, pwd, ls, touch, cat, clear, and then the head and the tail command. So we'll start with the make directory or mkdir. Just like it's called mkdir for making directory. So let's look at our home directory. There's nothing in it. It means that we can create a new directory here with the mkdir command. So let's do mkdir and call it first folder. So directories are also called folders. I'll be using them interchangeably. So let me call it first folder. And if I ls once again, you can see the first folder, right? I can also create a second folder inside my first folder. That will be first folder. If I tab it to complete it, and I can create a second folder. Right? And then I can go ahead to create a third folder as well. Beautiful. So this takes us into the next command, which is cd, and cd just means change directory. So if I need to change directory, I need to change directory now into the first folder. So let me do first folder. If I do tab, it will complete it. And you can see now I'm in my first folder. If I ls my first folder, you can see I have the second folder. So let me cd into the second folder. Let me change directory into the second folder. If I hit enter, you can see now I'm in my second folder, right? If I ls as well, you would see I have a third folder. So let me also change directory into my third folder. You can see I'm in my third folder, right? What if I want to navigate back into the previous directory? I'm in the third folder. If I want to navigate into the second folder, I can easily do cd dash, and it takes me back into the second folder. If I need to navigate back into the first folder, I'll just do cd dash and it takes me back to the first folder. But what if I want to navigate into the home directory? So I'll do cd with this command. Where is it on my keyboard? With this command, and it takes me back into my home folder. So those are just little tricks you can use to move in and out of your directories. So the next command is the pwd, which is also called present working directory. So it just shows you what directory we are in. So you can see we're in the home directory and we're in the Ubuntu directory for this particular user. So this particular user is called Ubuntu. If I cd into first folder like I did the last time, and I do pwd, that means present working directory. You can see I'm in the first folder. It just gives me my path right into this particular directory. The next is ls, like we've been doing. Ls just means list. So ls just lists all the folders and files in the directory. So if I want to check my home directory, don't forget I told you the / is for the home directory. We're going to list all the files and folders in my root directory, which is all of the folders and files we have here. So that's for ls. And the next command is touch. We use touch to create new files. So let's say I want to create a new file now, and I want to call it Devops. Yes, so if I ls now, you can see the new Devops file I created. Don't forget that Linux is case sensitive. So if I do touch and I do Devops with a capital letter, it will create a totally new file, right? If I ls, you'll see 2 different files. If I do touch for create file with dev up, I could just mix the cases any way I want. It will create a totally different file for me. So you know that Linux is case sensitive. Right, so let's go into my file. So let me choose one. Let me choose the Devops file, and I can go into it with the vi command, with the vim command. So let me go into vim and enter into this file. So now I can edit this file and have a list of all the commands I've created. So I've created the mkdir command. I've used the mkdir. I've also used the cd. I've also used pwd. I've also used ls. And right now I'm on touch. Right? So I've edited the file. And I'm going to close it with WQ. Right. The next command is the cat command, which just literally prints file content onto the terminal. So if I want to print the content of this DevOps file onto my terminal, I'll just do cat and DevOps. You can see it's going to print the content here. And so let me go back and update this. So I've done cat. Next, I'm going to do clear. Just to be clear, the clear command. And then next, I'm going to do head and tail. So I'm going out of this. So if I need to print the content, I do cat DevOps once again, and you can see all of the content of the file. The next thing is the clear command. If I need to clear my screen, I can just use clear, right? Or I could use Control L. So if I do Control L, clears my screen for me. And lastly, I could have, instead of the cat command, I could do head DevOps. It just prints the top of the file and prints it to the screen. You can see that. Or likewise, I could do tail DevOps. It prints the tail of the file and prints it to the screen. So it's so simple. And that will be the end of this video.